Today is day 8 of our Camino. We are walking from Ayegi to Los Arcos at least, which is 19.5 kilometers. We just walked up a big hill out of Ayegi. It's been a cold morning. As you can see, I've lightened the load somewhat. And I'm now carrying a little water dragon. You can see he's fast asleep, nice and toasty on this pretty cold morning. So yesterday the battery died a few kilometers before we finished our walk yesterday, but it's okay as we were able to revive him last night and get him in action again this morning. The albergue we stayed in Ayegi is it's in like a leisure center, and they use like rooms from the leisure center, and it was actually very nice. It was only €6, but it was nice. You're basically using the sports center facility, so you're using showers like in the leisure center, etc. And there's a place where you can eat there. They weren't very accommodating for vegans, so we went elsewhere. There's a really interesting guy there who is like running the albergue. He's a guy called Peter from, I'm sure if he's German. German.
Yeah, he was lovely.
Yeah, a really interesting guy. He walked last year in 2012. He walked the Camino 12 times backwards and forwards constantly. It took him 300 days. And really interesting, he said to us, he did each walk for each of the 12 apostles. And interestingly, he said that he didn't get one blister along the whole way. Also interestingly, he said that he only had 8 days of rain. 8 days of rain out of the whole time he was walking. And so we've had 2 days of rain already, so maybe that's it. Maybe we're not going to get any more rain. Wouldn't that be great? So I'm sure you heard of the story of the guy who gets caught in the flood. And the flood waters rise and he climbs up under his roof. And a guy comes along in a canoe and says, "Hey, you need help, jump in the canoe. I'll bring you to safety." The guy goes, no. He says, God will save me, yeah? And then he goes, okay, and he canoes off. And then a guy comes along in a boat and says, "Hey, jump in the boat. I'm heading to, say higher ground." And he goes, no, it's okay. God will save me. And so the guy goes, okay. So he goes off in his boat, and then a rescue helicopter comes down, throws down a ladder for him. So he goes, okay, no, it's fine. God's going to save me. The helicopter goes off, floodwaters get higher, the guy drowns, and then the guy at the gates of heaven says to God, "God, why didn't you save me?" And God said, "Look, I sent you a canoe, a boat, a helicopter. Could you not get it?" And so that was kind of my experience yesterday. Towards at the end of the walk yesterday, this body that I'm in was really feeling it, and I was like, I wonder how much more of this body's going to be able to take. And so then we went out to get some supplies. Went down to supermarket Aldi to get some food for today. And we just thought sometimes they sell some shoes and some clothes. They've got like a little section for that, but not often they'll have shoes there. And so we said, okay, well, let's go and check to see what sort of footwear they have. And went over, and they had a pair, only one pair left of hiking boots, which were exactly my size. They fit like a glove, really comfortable. I feel like I'm walking on the moon. So okay, that's a sign. Get rid of the shoes, take on the boots. On special offer, only €19.95 for the boots. And then, check it out, Batman was here.
You can see it on camera.
Batman did the Camino. So that was great. So then got my boots, because my feet were pretty much in tatters yesterday.
We also checked the label, and they don't contain any leather.
Yeah, that's another thing, is we had been looking at boots along the way, but we couldn't find a pair that didn't have leather in them. animal skin, and we don't purchase anything that has been, an animal has to die for it, really, or has been suffered for it. So we don't use leather or anything. So I checked the label, and there's no leather in these either. So perfect. So got the boots, and they're perfect. And then this morning, just as I was about to set off, there was 3 Spanish people walking, and they've been struggling a bit. And they said, "Look, we're getting a taxi to put our bags into, to send the bags to the next albergue. We see you've got a very heavy bag there. Would you like to put it in and share the cost?" And for a moment I was like, "No, I'm gonna," that sort of pride, stubbornness. "No, I'm gonna carry my bag." And I thought, "No, this is another sign. This is another sign." I was like, yesterday I was asking the universe for some help. I was like, "I don't think this body can go on much longer. I actually need some help right now." And then the universe provides the help. Suddenly these boots appear out of nowhere. That are just the perfect size, no animal skin. Then suddenly about to put my bag on this morning, and these people say, "Okay, we'll take it away. We'll take it to the next stop. Lighten your load." And it's like, so then I thought about it for a second. Well, okay, yeah, okay, that's a good idea. And so it's then today I'm getting to experience what it's like just for everyone else with 9 kilograms on me, aren't I? Little Indigo's just woken up.
Hello, Indigo.
Yeah, son. So yeah, that we get these like little synchronicities that happen, these little things to help us and to show us the way, and we got to tune into them and actually see when things are trying to help us and not push them away, and be grateful for when they do. So I'm very grateful for the boots that we found last night, and also for, check them out, not the best in style, but I swear I feel like I'm walking on the moon compared to yesterday. I felt like I was walking on glass. And then to have my shoulders, it feels like there's this big space on my back right now. There's a big space there, and it just feels great. So this will give my feet a break to heal up, let the blisters heal, and my legs, my muscles, and my back and everything. Just a day to heal up and just have a nice walk where I can actually enjoy the view today.
One of the great things about the walking the Camino is the vast range of beautiful scenery that you get to experience. It's really incredible, and like Matthew was saying before, when you live down on the coast of Spain, you experience the sun and the sand and everything, but walking up here in the north of Spain, you really get to experience real Spain, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Hello, little kitty. Hello. Hello, you're gorgeous.
"10:30 in the morning, passing through another little village called Azqueta. Not a soul to be seen. It's like one of the zombie films or something."
Just coming over into this beautiful village, and I'm going to see if we can find a cafe open where we can stop and get some food. The walk today's been relatively easy compared to previous days, but then it's still early, and usually when I think it's easy it gets really tough, so towards the end of the walk. So we'll see how we get on.
Victoria's getting to feel what it's like to use the stick today. How is it?
Nice. Yeah. Good.
La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Dee dee. Dee 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 dee. We're walking through some very beautiful rolling countryside at the moment. Just a gorgeous day. Feeling very blessed. Very peaceful. You see the trail going off and meandering around into the distance. Some old castle ruins down there. It's been a beautiful day, beautiful walk. My feet are holding up so much better than they were yesterday due to the boots. Although I do find they're sweating, so every time we stop I need to take my boots off, take my socks off, dry my feet, and let my socks dry out. That's what happens when you buy cheap boots. Is they're not breathable, so they tend to sweat on long trips. So not ideal, but definitely a big step up from what I was wearing before. I also find the stick really helps. It really kind of keeps me on point for a while. The metal monkey was having the stick and kept on slipping out of her hand, and she wasn't really happy with it. And I was starting to question, like, why are we doing this again? The mind starts to wander. And actually then, once I got the stick back in my hand and started walking with it, it just put me right back on point again. And it's like a meditation with the stick. It's like every second it taps down, and it's like a heartbeat. It's like a thud every second. And the little water dragon here, he loves it as well. He loves the stick. So I understand why it's shown why all these people like sticks. All the monks and the ones in Japan that hold the points into the stick. Yeah, it's a good thing. The more you use it, the more you kind of understand it. Otherwise, it's just an intellectual concept. Yeah. See what we're going to do when we get to Los Arcos. We pick up our bags. If it's nice there, maybe we'll stay there. Depending on the time we get there. Otherwise, we might push on another 5k to the next place along. We'll see how we feel when we get there. But we did an 8.5-hour day yesterday, 10-hour day the 2 days before that. So we want to have a shorter day today. We came from all the way over that big hill in the far distance, all the way here, and now we're going on this really long straight path which curves round and goes all the way down to the bottom and then zigzags over the top of that hill over there, and that's where we're going now. Long way to Santiago, it's a long way to go. That's not even the tune, is it? It's 10 to 3 and we're just coming into Los Arcos. We set off by 8:30 this morning, so that's 5.5 hours. If we could do something like that every day, that would be great. Today's been a good walk, but testing mentally and